in this bill that is rooted in cruelty, not policy. This simple, straightforward amendment would strike the work requirement provision in this big, bad, ugly bill that lowers the age of what we call a dependent child from 18 to 7.
Cleveland.
From 18 years old to 7 years old. So I'm abundantly clear, we're saying that 8, 9, and 10-year-olds are no longer considered dependent children. Where did this come from? Why is this necessary? Since when is a first grader not a dependent child? Preventing families with children as young as 7 from losing food assistance, that is what we're debating here.
If you don't think that something is wrong with the shit that I'm about to show you, then something is wrong with you. So they're saying that they lowered the age of dependence from 18 to the age of 7. You heard what I just said? They lowered the age of dependence from the age of 18 to the age of 7. So they're saying right now that your 7-year-old is responsible enough to take care of a household. Oh, you think I'm playing? Look at this shit.
They
Listen to
lowered
this
the
shit
age
right
of
here.
dependence from 18 to 7.
7.
Listen.
So now, if you have an 8-year-old child, it is the belief of this administration that that child is self-sufficient and could work and support the family.
Trump passed this new bill to where single parents with like children under the age of 7 won't qualify for benefits if they get into a hardship, which everybody gets into a hardship right now in this economy. But he's singling out single parents, but he's not singling out the absent parent. Trump really needs to make some of these laws go to the absent parent, because most of the time we didn't choose to be a single parent. We got forced to be a single parent. And the absent parent, nothing ever happened to them motherfuckers. Nothing. How many motherfuckers is back on child? My baby daddy is probably over 60, 70, 80 grand.
So is this can't be
I gotta hear the bill.
accurate.
Yeah.
I don't believe that this is accurate.
However, a provision in the House Republicans' One Big Beautiful Bill Act passed on May 22, 2025, which aligns with Trump's agenda, includes a change to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, that lowers the age at which parents are exempt from work
Food stamps
requirements from 18 to 7 for dependent children. This means that parents with children aged 7 and older would need to work to meet work requirements, which is 80 hours per month of work, education, or community service to maintain SNAP eligibility unless exemptions apply. This change applies specifically to SNAP work requirements, exemptions, and does not alter the general definition of a dependent child across all contexts.
So you telling me you do 2 weeks of 40 hours, you good for the
per month?
Yeah,
you got
per month.
See, this is to address. Remember when they said that, like, what was it? Well, I forgot what the percentage was that of people on SNAP that were not working at all. So this is like
basically it just says
that problem.
If your child is 7 years old or older, you have to work in order to qualify for your SNAP benefits. It does not lower the age of dependence. The age of dependence is 18, under 18 or 19 for tax purposes, and 24 years old for students.
You don't work.
You don't eat.
You don't eat.
Yeah, the child will be at school at 7 years old. What grade? How old are you in seven? Like second grade, third grade?
First grade.
Yeah, first grade. I'm sure it's probably second grade.
I thought I was 5, probably 5 or 6.
All this is
like
stopping.
second and first grade and second grade. So like
the people that's complaining, it's gonna help the most to me because they're gonna be working now. So then that shows that the kid that, because people don't even think about what this does psychologically to you, seeing a parent not work. I've seen that happen to family members of myself.
I just gotta keep
that's
it
on SNAP.
I just gotta keep it 100.
Their parent didn't work. Now the kids in that household don't work.
We gotta keep it 100 though. Look at how fast disinformation has spread, and they just took it as fact. Like, oh, they're lowering the age of dependence. Are you stupid?
Even that dude,
sounds so far-fetched.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the dude is a freaking liberal. He tweets stupid stuff all day.
I'm sorry. The families that I have seen on SNAP, their kids are right now. Maybe sometimes the kids are ambitious, but a lot of times the kids are doing dumb stuff, and the kids end up not ambitious.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I have nothing negative about people on SNAP, but I just have to say, like, the fact that they're spreading this disinformation to get people against this bill is absurd.
Well, it's just really getting people to work. You can still get it, but you gotta have a job. But I don't know what would happen for somebody like with a felony. Do you even like get SNAP, or I don't
You
know
can
how
still
that
get a
would
job
work.
with a
Get a job
felony.
with a felony.
You could be a
Only-
construction
Sure.
worker. You could get
You're
a
gonna be a blue collar worker for
Yeah.
sure.
No,
Yeah.
you just gotta work
yeah. That's
and
it.
make yeah.
40 hours is
40 hours a month.
It's 80 hours a month. That's
80 hours a
40.
month,
You could
80
just
hours
get
a month.
40 in 1 week.
10 a week.
Says you need 80 hours per month of work, education, or community service. So you ain't even gotta work.
You could do community
go
service.
volunteer.
Say, hey, you just helping the
You
community.
go work at the food bank.
Damn, so you're doing something to help the society around you.
Yeah.
You
Sitting- instead of sitting your fat black ass down on the couch.
all right. Why they gotta be black,
I'm
bro?
sorry, bro.
Come on, bro.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
It's a
that's the
mixture
ones
of a
that's
lot of
complaining.
American people.
That's the ones that's complaining, but let's get. I'm just saying.
You always boosting.
I just think black
Always.
people are obviously the ones that are falling for the disinformation based on the clips we've seen.
No, this is gonna hurt any lazy people though, regardless. Not black or white.
I'm
if
just-
you're lazy, this is gonna hurt you.
I don't know. I just think like me personally as a young man, I don't see how people don't want to work. Why do you not want to work?
Hey, you know, people.
It's
Think
people
about this.
actually don't want to actually just say, fuck
Think
it.
about
I
this.
want to see what I can do with my life.
This also could get a child out of a bad situation. Think about this. If that parent doesn't want to work and they've been receiving SNAP, they could be in a bad situation. A person that doesn't want to work isn't usually a good role model for a kid. So if a grandma, if they're not getting SNAP, then they're gonna have to get out that household. So a person that doesn't want to give their kid up, now they're gonna be forced to give their kid up to like a grandparent or somebody that can provide for them. And they can be a better role model for them. But a person that does not work,
But that could
Not-
also
That's
be
also
bad.
cause problems too.
They go to
I
the
think so.
foster system.
I'm just gonna keep it 100. Like if
To the state.
if now you have to work with SNAP,
happens?
I think that this like the fact that you're receiving SNAP and you're working and having another income, that should help you. Would it not? Because now you have money with SNAP. You have SNAP
Right.
benefits to get food and other things, and you
You
can
can
use
pay
your
for it.
money for
Plus your
other
money for
different
your
things.
job.
Yeah, I mean like you who knows with this? This can open new doors for people.
Yeah.
Or you get such a big job you don't even get SNAP.
Like imagine you were a server and you're serving at a great restaurant, going crazy, 40 hours a week, get your 80 hours a month. You made $5,000 from waiting tables, and you got SNAP.
no, that could
I don't know.
It's a
I don't
lot
know
of
if you
pros.
made that much money, you would still qualify
It's a lot
for
of
SNAP. I
pros.
don't know.
It definitely is a better thing to me, if we're talking about, for poor people. I'm not going to just single out a group.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna keep it 100.
I
Though.
tried to
Like,
apply for SNAP in college, but they denied me.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Like let's look at it like this. Your mom was probably claiming you as a dependent. Let's keep it 100 though.
That's probably why.
Like imagine like this bill passes, right? And you have to work to get SNAP. Let's say you go work in a tip job. You make tips. Now your tips aren't getting taxed. That's straight money to your pocket.
No tax
And
on
you get
tips,
all
10
that
hours.
money straight to your
Snap.
pocket. And you get SNAP benefit. Hey, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just-
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now,
It's a lot
I'm
of
not-
pros,
I'm
a lot of
not-
pros.
I'm just looking at the bright side.
But
here.
it's cons for the lazy people. Be real.
I'm just
It
looking
is.
at the bright side here.
It's cons for the lazy people.
Can't
But if you're
reward
lazy, you're not a
laziness.
good role model to me. So, but hey, it's definitely going to affect some people.
Nah,
but
yeah.
as a whole, I think it's a good idea.
This is how I know God is real. Because I was literally about to go to a sleep doctor because I really struggled to sleep.
He was.
And then we actually just happened to,
Ran across beam.
find out about Beam. And so I was okay, I'll try this first. And it has literally solved my problem. Like, I think the biggest keys here are what are the ingredients? We got the melatonin, the magnesium, and the theanine. All of those like combined, because I've heard of all these things separately. But when you combine them all, it's like you get in the bed and you feel like something's weighing you down. Like that's how you don't feel like moving. And then you wake up and
I remember you said that I felt like I sunk in the bed.
yeah, that's how I felt. Yeah, and it helps
That's
me
crazy.
relax my mind before I get to bed. So you can turn on some Cartier Family, lay down, hit the beam, go to sleep. All right, guys. So what you want to do is go to beam.com and put in the discount code Cartier, and that's gonna get you 35% off. That's not no little discount. That is a big discount, y'all. Beam is really blessing. It's a company that has value similar to ours, and they really just want to help. So 35% off with the code Cartier.
Trump is changing the dependent age from 18 to 7. So I just need to know in August, are we sending them back to school or are we sending them to work? Because if the dependent age is now 7, you trying to say they dependent. If I'm not mistaken, back in the day, they used to work at that age, right? So is he trying to tell us that they need to go back to work? Because I don't think Trump know that these kids ain't regular kids.
Boy!
These kids will flip out if they ain't got
Niggas was
they
working at
tablets now.
7.
Is we putting them in IT? Is we teaching them kids how to code? They might like that. They might like that. We're going to have to figure out them some jobs because they ain't going to do regular jobs.
Oh, I got
they,
one.
They barely listen to them teachers. Like, these employers is about
really
to catch
believe-
hell.
Put
They
them
going to be
boys in the factory.
babysitters. And don't put me at the same company as my kids. I don't want to
China.
work with them. I already got to be with them at home.
Hey, boom.
Like, y'all done already took them out of school, so now y'all want
just
them to
playing.
work, and then don't put them as the same company as me. Like, this ain't gonna work.
That's not
This ain't gonna work. Like, and how much is you paying these kids? Because
She thinks the
if you
kids are going to work.
my 7-year-old need to
Next
be.
person.
He needs to get
They probably do
paid.
need to make them
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
They probably need to force them kids
I'm gonna keep it 100.
they-
Similar line.
because they probably will stop thugging. Probably they'd be busy doing something.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
That's cool.
I did not enjoy listening to her talk.
Next person.
So the Republican Party in Congress are trying to
Y'all see these
change
type of
the
people, though?
age
Okay, she
of a
went next.
dependent
Nice.
You got
to the
89
age of
kids. Why would you
7.
have them many?
They
Can't
want to
afford it.
classify
And don't work.
anyone over the age of 7
9 kids, but don't
as
work.
independent
Wow.
to save a few dollars in the SNAP program.
Wow.
So let me get this straight. Your new pint-sized independent is probably still in a booster seat. Your new pint-sized independent cannot cook dinner for him or herself. Hell, in 13 states, you will go to jail if you leave your pint-sized new independent home alone. Hell, I guess in a minute they're gonna change the new pint-sized independent minimum.
Oh, and something a lot of people aren't aware of because they can't read and, whatever. The big, beautiful bill changes the age of dependence
It
from
is
18
crazy.
to
I only see
7.
one
So you folks that get a big old
type of gender.
check at the end of the year, income tax return for all of your dependents, they're over 7, no more. You can't claim them on your taxes. You can't claim them when you get benefits like SNAP. You can't. So
Junkies
how
doing
you?
community service.
Trump literally just said that if you over the age of 7 years old, you are no longer dependent. That 7-year-olds can go and work a job as if they were an adult. He's literally.
All right, guys.
That's
I
an
don't know how
adult.
much more I can go, man.
I don't want to listen to these idiots.
I don't know how
anymore.
much more I could go, man. I see a lot of benefits. I'm gonna be real. I mean, it is some cons for people that do not work.
I gotta keep it 100, man.
Why are you not working?
How hard is it for these people to just
10
Google
hours.
search it?
10 hours a week.
I just wonder why
can't
would
just
you
Google
have
search
9
it.
kids if
It's
you
more
can't
than 10
afford
hours
it?
a week.
If you have 9 kids and you're poor, why would you have that many kids if you know you can't afford them kids?
All you gotta do is work 10 hours.
It's more than 10 hours a week. It's 20
That's
hours.
crazy.
So that's
I'm
part
tripping for
time.
saying that.
It's part time
Well,
job.
they said 40 hours a month.
It's 80 hours a month. So that's 20 hours a week for 4 weeks. That's a part time job.
Oh, so that's part time.
All you gotta do is go get a part time job.
Yeah,
to
40
get
hours
SNAP.
is not hard to get in a week.
They got online jobs.
But I mean, hey, man, I'm gonna be real, man. In life,
40 hours is a full
you
time
have
job.
to do something to get something.
40 hours a week is full time.
So I'm not
works.
mad at it.
That's how it works in America, man.
You have to do something to get something, man.
It's not even asking you to get a full time. It's telling you to go part time.
It started with
Like we're creating
40 hours
lazy
is a lot.
Americans by not doing this. I'm gonna be real. I definitely see
They're
the
saying
point here.
You want basically it says if your kid is 7, you have to get a part time job. So basically, while your kid is at school, you need to be working. That's literally the
That's
trade off. That's literally it.
That's it.
Like if you look
can
at
do
it
community
from a
service.
logical perspective, that's what it's saying.
do
Like,
some
so
community
once you
service.
drop your kid off, go clock in, pick your kid up, 20 hours a week.
Or go to school.
And
Or
here's
you
your
can go to
reward.
school
and study.
And here's your reward. As simple as that, man. They've been doing business like this since Abraham and them was alive. They got what they was doing. they was doing all type of
that's
crazy
big.
stuff. You don't, if you did not work, you don't eat. This is the only time in history on this planet that people could just sit down and get some money from the government.
it started when everybody got the same medal.
To encourage governors all over the country to follow the lead of Indiana and to file with Brooke Rollins, who's my partner in this, in Maha, head of USDA. She is right now at this very moment in Arkansas with Governor Sarah Huckabee announcing the application for SNAP waivers for sodas in that state. This is the first state that has added candy to the SNAP waivers. I'm very, very proud of you, Governor, for doing that. I look at Governor Braun as a really important partner in the Maha movement, and a great leader. And I'm very, very grateful for you taking this very ambitious steps that you've taken today. And not only that, I'll say this: There's a couple of states that I've been to where we've announced SNAP waivers, but we haven't seen the SNAP waiver application yet. And
Hey man, how could you be upset with what's good for you?
Hold on, so they
Can't never be
taking
mad at
they
that.
taking
We don't
off
want that.
candy.
Look, can't
and
get
chips.
no Snicker bar. Can't get no Starburst.
Think
None of
soda.
that.
You think people, if this happened, you think people still gonna sell food stamps?
Yes.
They gonna
I
find
wonder how
out.
that would work. I don't know.
You just give people the card to give you the money. That's how it always works.
Yeah.
That's how it always works.
Yeah, they're not changing that process. So yeah, you can still sell food stamps. But I can't be. I like this, bro. Like it's gonna make kids healthy. Like it's gonna do a whole bunch of stuff, man. It's nothing wrong in this at all. I don't see anything that people could be upset about. Get off your ass and know your kid can't have no damn Rice Krispie treats and Snicker bars on Snap and have junk food at the house.
When they gonna
I'm
get
sorry,
rid of?
I done been a victim of that, bro. Multiple times. Eggo my Eggos, ramen noodles, and some fruit snacks. And now we by eating till they get off. That's what you gonna get, brother. Or, they just sit in there and don't. If I go to my cousin them house, we just gonna be eating Eggo my Eggos all day. And we ain't gonna get shit till she get up, maybe cook some ramen noodles. Maybe they might cook something later. But yeah, you can't have no junk food. I don't know how that's gonna work though. Because if you're getting healthy food, if you got $300 limit, it's gonna cost more to get the healthy food.
Well, not if you're getting.
I mean, where you gonna shop at?
Walmart.
They probably gonna.
Yeah, maybe just no junk
Are they
food.
getting rid of
I
the
don't know.
actual dye in the food, like they said?
No. But I
Red,
wonder
yellow, and
what
blue.
qualifies for junk food. When you scan, it's gonna say, like, I don't know how that's gonna work.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know how that's gonna work, man.
They gonna
but-
find a process.
Nope, that's some junk food.
Nope.
They be taking that off.
Say, hey, man, hey, get off your ass and just be healthy, bro. That's really
America
simply what this
healthy.
is, bro. Your ass is not working and you fat.
Oh wow.
That's bad.
Oh wow.
That's the truth, bro.
I just think it means like if you want to get these benefits, you can't get these benefits and not work.
America got the fattest people. You go to Dubai, they probably ain't got that many fat people like we do.
No, we do have the fattest people.
So that's the problem. It's gonna stop that.
And we need to get our
It solves
food,
the
our
problem.
food regulations changed.
Yeah,
It's
food
all-
regulation.
Did
probably.
you know that bread at Subway in America isn't even considered bread in Europe?
I heard bread not
It's
even
not
that good for
considered
you.
bread in Ireland. It's not. Oh, it's not. It's not considered bread in Ireland or Europe. They cannot classify it as bread. They
Dang.
cannot legally call it bread.
What is it then?
I don't know.
Chemicals.
It's got too much sugar and all this other stuff in it. They can't say that this is bread.
That bread do taste good though.
Let us know what y'all think in the comments.